turn this down. I decided to do kind of an impromptu stream because I wanted to do an experiment and see how I do without really preparing. And okay, so the sound is actually good, but the issue is that the game sound did not work. And what I found out was I was being really derpy. I had the setting on optical output because that's the one I use with the speaker, but I was using the microphone. So what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping that the sound would work. So I switched the sound to HDMI. So we're just going to go over the technical issues yet again, but what else is new? Let's refresh to make sure Assassin's Creed Odyssey title. So I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. I know it's unusual for me to stream at this hour, but I kind of wanted to practice being more spontaneous. Let's update information. Okay, now we have to do set game because that's not working at all. So set game, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And okay, I'm gonna just talk to Barnabas. I thought we could talk to Barnabas because I want to see if the voice. I just want to make sure that the game sound is working. Okay, now we have to do set also. Set game. Oh my God, Smelty! Merry Christmas, Smelty! Oh my God, it's so unexpected. It's so nice to see you. So, Smelty, you know how I'm like really OCD and I'm always uptight and wound tight? So what I decided to do, Smelty, is just to kind of, since I want to spend the daytime when I can drive, because I can't drive at night because it's just too dark and I have really poor vision. So I wanted to kind of spend the morning and afternoon with my friend Smelty in hospice. So I stopped doing the 9:15 a.m. Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and instead I'm going to try and. I mean, right now I'm going to just try evenings, like when I come home after seeing him, and then like when things kind of settle down, you know, then I'll go back to my morning schedule. But Smelty, it's really good to see you. And how's your holidays? How's Christmas? It's been a while. It's actually been a while since I last saw you. So I hope things are good with you. I know that as you know, Smelty, I'm actually struggling with sleep. So I'm hoping that after I stream, actually streaming is very mentally exhausting, as you know, Smelty. After I stream, I'm hoping that it'll make me mentally exhausted, and then hopefully I'll be able to fall asleep. All right, now this Potato PC, again, is not scrolling down, so I have to scroll down manually. But how come it doesn't say, I don't know what, let me put this control minus. Yeah, and I don't know, Smelty, maybe it's just kind of my, how are you? No, it's not even scrolling down, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So let's put control minus maybe, and then it's supposed to say like scroll down, but this is like the Potato PC. So what am I trying to say? Now I'm really out of it. Funny timing. I really appreciate that, Smelty. And Oni, Merry Christmas. How you doing? I decided, even though I'm totally not prepared, that I really do miss you all. So I want to try and stream. Like, even though my schedule is going to be off, I want to stream more regularly. And the only way, the Christmas stream, like the only way I could do that is when I'm just like spontaneous and I just like, you know, just do this off the top of my head. Because usually because the reality, Oni, is when I was streaming, like, remember how I had a really set schedule? It was like 9:15 a.m. Like, I would really prepare. I would exercise. I would eat my usual, you know, steel cut oatmeal with antioxidants like blueberry and so on and so forth to be on point. But then I feel like since I'm not focused on viewer numbers, so I don't know why I'm sticking to a schedule. Now, the only reason why I may be sticking to a schedule is so that my community would know when I'll be streaming. But I don't know what I should, like when things kind of more stable, I don't know if you guys prefer that schedule for me to keep to a schedule or should I just be more spontaneous? See, I'm not sure about that. So there are actually pros and cons between having a set schedule versus being spontaneous. So clearly, if you want to increase viewership, you want to have a set schedule all the time and really follow it. But if you're not that concerned about viewership, you really don't have to follow schedule. And the only reason now, since I really don't want to just be obsessed with viewer numbers, the only reason why I would have a schedule is so that you guys would know when I'll be, just for courtesy, so you guys would know when I'll be streaming and when I'm not going to be streaming. I don't know if that makes sense. So this is kind of a Christmas stream. Oh, Smelty, you always felt more peace of mind just spontaneously streaming. But do you kind of feel bad, though, that your viewers may not know exactly when you'll be... Charles, you're here to judge me. So that's funny. Charles, I hope you're still streaming, because I actually wanted to raid you after we finish, so I don't know if you're gonna be streaming still and for the next 2 hours or so. Batman, Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas, Charles. But okay, now Pemmy's here. How are you, Pemmy? It's really great seeing you. I hope you all had a really wonderful Christmas. Like, I really appreciate my Christmas. I spent the time with my friends and his 3 sons. They're amazing. They're like amazing cooks. Like, they made, I'm not sure, have you guys heard of sous vide? So they use the sous vide method, and the pot roast they made, it's so tender that you don't even have to chew. Like, it just melts in your mouth, literally. So they had pot roast, they had lobster tail with I forgot what I think they used jasmine, or it's like a really fancy, so they had they made me lobster tails, they had scallop potatoes, they had, sous vide. I mean, it's really amazing. It's really, what they made was such a feast, like Brussels sprouts, and then they made this, I guess, like this sweet potato yam with kind of like pumpkin spices. It's so incredible, like the mouthfeel. So Smelty is saying that you always felt it would be better to maintain a schedule, but then you notice that's not going to be as fun. And yeah, I think once you have commitment, it's no longer fun. So Oni also says the same thing. I've had more fun doing spontaneous streams while having a schedule, though. Clarence, Merry Christmas. Well, see, the thing is I'm going to go to bed soon anyway, so I'll probably go to bed at 9 p.m. Wait, is it? Oh, it's actually 7:18 p.m. here. Klavitz, you haven't eaten? How come? I hope you are really enjoying Christmas and you're having fun with loved ones. Smelty, thanks for stopping by. And of course you mentioned that you're going to let me know when you're going to be streaming. And Charles, I do want to raid you, so I don't know how long you're going to be streaming. Yeah, Klavitz, I think for this, I wanted to kind of practice the sound issue. So do you guys hear the game sounds? Because what I did was the last couple of streams, it was an optical audio out, and now I put it to HDMI. So then I'm hoping that the sound is coming through. Do you hear the game sounds? HDMI, so then I'm hoping that the sound is... Okay, I have to be quiet because I want to hear if the music is... Gator! How are you? Merry Christmas! How's your family? Through. And Pemmy's here. This is like such an epic stream, and it's really strange though, because like this is kind of really spontaneous. And I really appreciate all of you guys showing up. Okay, now you hear everything. Clavitz, including the game sound. Oh, 4 more hours. Oh, my voice is a bit loud. So I have the gain. Now I turned the gain down, so I don't know if that's better. And maybe that's actually good, Clavitz, to know that, because then I can just kind of talk more quietly, and that would kind of save energy. So everything is good on Gator's part. And okay, now the next step, chat, is we're going to... I got to this part. We're going to talk with Marini. I mean, not Marini. We're going to talk with Aspasia, because she knows where Marini is. We just escaped Athens. And if I miss chat, it's because for some reason this PC laptop isn't scrolling down like it usually does, so it's a little bit awkward. So if you guys cannot hear the voice, let me know, and then we'll kind of tease out. So as you know, this is Aspasia, so we'll talk. I don't know who this one is. Oops. Okay, so let's talk to her.
You'll find Phoenicas in the villa at the center of town. All the city's business is conducted there.
Then that's my next stop.
Have you thought about what you'll say to her?
It's kind of hard. But you already know about your past, Alexios. That makes no sense, what you're trying to say. I'll just say I haven't decided yet. Take it easy, Clavitz. Say hi to Odite for me, Clavitz.
Yes, we do.
We'll reach Naxos soon.
We've had quite the adventure.
Bye, Clavitz. Take it easy.
I don't think it's over yet.
Where will you go?
I have some business to attend to before moving on, and I have friends in the city I need to see.
I doubt there's a speck of land in the Aegean where you don't know someone.
You might be right. It comes with a profession, I suppose. And who knows, maybe I'll see you again.
It doesn't seem that big of an island. Anything's possible.
I'd like to know if all the trouble to find Phoenicas was worth it.
I'd like to know too.
Well, of course it's worth finding his mom. That was like the derpiest. That was like really bad dialogue. You want me to romance her a couple of times, but she's so like sleazy though, Charles. She indirectly or directly was the cause of Phoebe's death. Oh, we can't romance her anymore. We can't romance her anymore, Charles. She's... Aw, thank you, Clavitz. But I think we'll have other opportunities to romance her, though, Charles.
We're moving now.
Mystical! Mystical, Merry Christmas! You lost your poor Nepo when somebody sneezed. Mystical, I hope you're enjoying your Christmas. I really like that picture you took of yourself with that cute Santa hat, and you have the chat. Mystical has like the most adorable smile. If you go into my Discord in the general chat section, you see his like really sweet smile. So he wishes everyone here Merry Christmas. She's all worn out. I think she is. I think she's all worn out. I mean, Aspasia obviously gets around, Charles. So Oni says, the newer Assassin's Creed kind of started feeling like I'm looking at an MMORPG without the multiplayer thing. Oni, do you mean this game? I think it's more like an open world RPG. And actually, Oni, I really don't understand the difference between MMORPG versus a regular RPG, but this is kind of an open world RPG. But I don't know the MMO part. I always get those two confused. I mean, it clearly doesn't have like a huge... I don't think actually... Oni, I might be mistaken, but I don't think this game has like any multiplayer aspects. There's really like no online aspects to this game. There's no PvP or PvE. Dr. Alp, how are you? Oh, MMO, you can interact with other players. Yeah, so Oni, this is clearly not an MMORPG because you don't really interact with other people. But you know what? You have a good point, Oni. I think down the road, they're going to... I'm just going to turn my ear set up. They're going to have They're probably gonna have multiplayer down the road, I think, Oni. But I really appreciate this Assassin's Creed series so far that it's dedicated to single player, because I think sometimes when you introduce once you introduce like PvP or PvE, it just kind of dilutes the single player experience. Oh, so Oni says MMO is king of massive multiplayer online. I see. So we're gonna head, and I kind of like all of your perspectives into streaming, because we're not now. I'm not concerned about viewer numbers, so I might just say when things are more stable to just kind of stream sometime in the morning, but not necessarily stick at the 9:15 a.m. Though I think the only thing is that it's kind of inconsiderate to you guys, because then you won't know exactly when I'll be streaming. So it's kind of a trade-off. Oh, kind of. Oh, oops. Oh no, we don't want to. I don't want to engage in any. Because oh no, see, I don't want to engage in any warfare, because I think my bounty meters is really high, and I know I'm gonna lose, and then we have to start all over again. Let's brace. See, I don't want to engage. I don't know the purpose of pulling down the sails. I don't know anything about sailing. I don't know if this makes us go faster. Okay, so Mystical, you're gonna watch. Oh, I didn't even know that there was a Mario Brothers movie. Did that just come out? Like, is that in theaters right now, Mystical? So Charles is lurking. Yeah, I was thinking after the stream we can raid. I don't think I ever raided Sir Charles's channel. So right now he's doing music, and I'm sorry, Charles, I'm not sure what music you're playing right now, because like when I was at the hospice care, like none of the channels came up, because unfortunately the internet was like really slow. The Wi-Fi is very spotty. Sometimes it cuts in and out. So are you doing I think I like your relaxation, soothing, astral music. I'm not sure if you're doing that one. Oh, it's Christmas. Wait, am I really in conflict? Oh, sail should make you go faster when you're with the wind. The only issue, Oni, is that I could never tell if I'm with the wind or not in this game. So let's head towards the dock. Oh, it's an old movie. So is that like through net? Wait, chat, are you serious? We're in conflict? I definitely do not want to fight that level 23. Can we go here?
Are you sure we should sail this way, Commander?
I know, he's like, Barnabas has like 40 years of experience. We have no experience. But like, I'm not. But I don't think we're really like that boat is not really approaching us. So I don't know why we're in conflict with that. Okay, so let's do this. What is going on? Okay, so Oni says slower went against it. So Charles, you're doing Christmas music. So I think after. In the spirit of Christmas spirit, we'll definitely raid your channel after this, Charles. No, I think what we need to do is we need to host your channel, Charles. So we'll do the usual, like, organic views where people click on, and then we'll kind of host. Okay, so I think what this is trying to tell me, chat, is I actually have to fight. I have to fight this bandit ship, but okay, let's do. No, I think it did it. That's annoying, but we're not really in conflict. Uh-oh. Is there? But there's no. Oh, good. All right, so that's good. Oh, Astro will be later on tonight after you reboot. Okay. I like Charles, I really love that Astral music. It's just so relaxing. It really helps you to meditate. It's extremely soothing and calming. And I think that's why, Charles, I think that's why you got so many viewers, because it's not only calming, but it helps you to focus better. So it helps you to concentrate. And I think a lot of the viewers, they listen to your channel because, you know, they're doing their homework, and so they find that the music is very soothing and comforting, and it helps to ground people. So, oh, yeah, Oni, yeah, we had to do a fight or flight. Unfortunately, we're able to dock. I mean, sometimes you just have to wait a while to de-aggro before you can dock. What I'm doing here is I just want to get to the Ubi Tower so that we can, if we like desync, we can always like fast travel back to this sync spot. You don't do homework. I know. Like, aren't you relieved that we don't have like homework or any more schooling to do? I mean, I think the only thing we have to do is like our CME credits, and I still have to do my CME credits. So Dr. Alf, I was wondering if I like the Carlot Psychiatry report because it really gives you all the updated information. It's so easy to read. Like, it's so easy to read, and it's pretty cost effective as well. And then I just do those. I do that CME ethical blah 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 crap where you automatically get like 12 credits, and it fulfills all the mandatory requirements. Oh, lucky you teach. Nap Daddy! Oh my god, this game is so good, Nap Daddy. And Merry Christmas, this game is so good. The mercenaries are... Wiffo! Thank you so much for the resub, Wiffo. How are you? I mean, this... Nap Daddy, I know I say everything's a masterpiece, but I really think this game is a masterpiece. There's so much to do, like mercenaries. I don't want to give you spoilers, but there's just so many things. It's not just like, because people always make fun, and journalists always make fun of Ubisoft because that's kind of like the annoying trend these days. But the reality is that they have more than the Ubisoft, like the Ubisoft camps and so forth. It just has so many different enemies. There's like so many different type of battles. So Nat Daddy, remember like the cutscene, the very first when you start the game, they have those conquest battles throughout the game. Fwifo, Merry Christmas. Thanks for coming. Fwifo, I decided you might be better at picking games. What do you mean, Fwifo? What's going on? You do a lot of variety, so I'm not sure what games I think you were doing Stardew Valley on variable days, I believe, and you were doing Darkest Dungeon. And Nap Daddy, is Odyssey your first Assassin's Creed game? Because this is actually like my first Assassin's Creed game ever. And I'm so impressed with this franchise because of this game. I'm like really, really impressed. So I really want to play like all the other Assassin's Creed. So my friend let me borrow his Origins. And let's interact. So wait, are we going to cutscene? Okay.
Stop the barracks and double the patrols. If Paros is sending them, I want to know the moment they make landfall.
Yes, sir.
Would Archon please, the merchants have...
I understand your concerns. But protecting the town and the quarries is what's most important. You may all go.
Can you all hear the dialogue? Because I don't know if my sound is working. Oh.
Meeting is over. When I close my eyes, I can still see you fall. I thought I had lost you.
Cassandra is still alive.
They have her, don't they? I rebuilt my life from ashes. Do you understand? Now you tell me you're alive. You're both alive. It's really you. It's not some trick of the gods.
I found you.
Your sister. We have to get her back.
Uh-oh.
She's too far gone.
I gave up on you both once. Never again.
What have you...
How did you...
I have a lot of questions.
I think we both do. But ask. I'll answer what I can.
Yeah, Alf, this game is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it has a really, really amazing graphics, and yes, it's not at the level of Red Dead Redemption 2, but it's really, really beautiful, like the artwork. And Nap Daddy recommends I play all of them. And the good news is that I have Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, I think, on the Xbox, so I have to play that on the Xbox One. And Todd! Merry Christmas! How are you? So I didn't get to talk to Todd that much today, so I just wanted to say hi. And you played every Assassin's Creed up to Unity. Oh, wait, so Nap Daddy, so after Unity, isn't it like Syndicate, then Origins, and then Odyssey? And which one do you like the best out of the ones you played, Nap Daddy? Now, he's going to ask what happened to you because he's interested in Myrrine.
What happened to you in Argolis after that night?
I found your sister and rushed to a young doctor's apprentice, Hippocrates. I thought I'd lost you. I wasn't ready to lose you both.
I spoke with him recently. That night still haunts him.
I was heartbroken when the healers in Asclepius
Hi, Michael
told me
Rayner.
Cassandra was dead. The two of you were my whole world.
But she did live. They lied to you.
They must have realized she was special and handed her over to the cult.
What do you mean? She was special.
What's wrong?
Soldiers from Paros just made landfall in the cove. A small force, maybe a dozen.
Malaka. Timo, gather the troops. Questions will have to wait, Lamb.
I want to help.
I assume you can use those weapons.
Better than when you last saw me.
Good. Come.
Who is attacking?
Bilbo! Merry Christmas, Bilbo! Michael Rayner, welcome to the stream. I'm not sure if this is your first time here. I'm really bad with names and faces and so forth. So welcome to the stream. We're kind of doing a sort of impromptu stream since before, when I had a schedule, I was streaming in the mornings. So I'm not really used to streaming at this time, so I'm a little bit discombobulated. I really wanted to test the game sound because last stream the game sound didn't go through, but I think it's because I put the audio output as digital, optical, as opposed to HDMI. So I don't know if you guys are able to hear the game sounds, the dialogue. So Navdai said Black Flag. Yeah, everybody loves Black Flag, and from my understanding, people who play Black Flag, a lot of people said that actually.
Given all that's happened,
Paros made an alliance with the Athenians, so they left me little choice.
you needed support.
A rivalry with Paros is one thing, but they turned it into a war. Their partnership with Athens was too much to weather for Naxos alone.
So, and Odyssey's naval battle, I heard, was actually better than Black Flag from people who played both. And the ship, I think the steering in this game is like really, really, really good, because I'm not really good at steering, and I was able to kind of steer pretty well in this game. Okay, definitely Assassin's Creed. And actually, yeah, I heard ECO is really good too. So what happened was when I was playing, because I was kind of a new gamer, Nap Daddy. So when I played Assassin's Creed 2, because I heard that you should play Assassin's Creed 2 instead of Assassin's Creed 1. But during that time, that was when I found out about Demon Souls, and then I fell in love with Demon Souls. Then Dark Souls, I got addicted, and the Soul series is my favorite franchise, so I never got around to going back to Assassin's Creed, because then after I got addicted to Soul series, and I really got interested in JRPGs, and I played mostly RPGs. And thankfully, because of this game, Odyssey, now I really want to go back and play the past Assassin's Creed. And Michael Rayner, what type of games do you like to play? Ninja. Yeah, Ninja needs a lot of affection. So what are we supposed to do? Oh, we have to kill the soldiers from Peros. So what do we do next? Do we just... Actually, I'm very distracted, so I apologize. Yeah, we go here, but I'm not sure where Peros is located. Oh wait, I want to put the game icons on, because I don't think... Is that correct? I don't see what they mean. I'm just assuming we just have to... Let's go like that, because we'll probably have to go somewhere in Peros. And... Oh, they say here is the eradication area, but... chat, am I missing something? Rox, how are you? Merry Christmas! But chat, am I missing the point? Because here it says we're supposed to eradicate all of these soldiers, but I see no soldiers. What? Do you mean like... What? Oh, these are our troops. You mean we go down here? Oh, yeah, okay. Wait, what we should have done instead is like... Okay, so this is kind of like a conquest battle, almost. See, Marini's kind of a badass. Wait. You know what's weird? I can't... This is not working. And Rox, how are you? I hope you're enjoying your Christmas. I'm not like... I think since I'm so distracted and I'm not like psychologically prepared for streaming, I'm a little bit derpy today. So I really apologize, everybody. No, these guys should not be so hard, because they're only level 23. And so we're at the same level as... And the parry mechanics is very addictive. Everything about this game is addictive. So Alf, as you were saying, like, this game is not only beautiful, like it has really nice graphics, but the most important thing for me in the game is really the gameplay. And so the gameplay is really on point. I really like the melee combat. And actually, even though I'm not good at range or doing any of the naval battles, I really enjoy the range in this game. So the range battle is fun, the naval battles is fun. This game is just fun. And not only that, the story... Oh, what's happening to Marini? Did she... Oops, I meant to... I think we... I don't know why Marini is hurt. Did we just... Uh-oh. Okay, so this is a mercenary. They are pretty tough. I don't know what I'm doing. I thought we killed everyone. Uh-oh, Batman, did I do something wrong? Sparkle, how are you? Merry Christmas! This is not... So does that mean, Batman, since she's like on, since she's kind of like that, does that mean we failed this mission? But you would think that they'll say, oh, Marini, you know, died or got killed. Game over. Oops. Yeah, you know what? You're right. These mercenaries are really, really difficult. Like, he's only level 21, and I'm struggling against him, and I'm level 23. Okay, what I should do is actually... I'm gonna just tackle this guy because he keeps shooting at me. Ugh. Alright, so that's not bad. But... Marini got up, actually. She's pretty tough. How are you, Lackey? Merry Christmas! How are you? I know this is weird, Lackey. I'm not even... I don't know what I'm doing with the streaming, because usually when I stream, I have like all these topics to discuss, I know what to say, but today I'm just like... I'm just kind of directionless, but I wanted to kind of be more flexible in my approach to streaming, and just kind of stream impromptu. And just to be more spontaneous. Lucky, how's Christmas so far? And I'm not actually going to spend that much time streaming, Lackey, because I just wanted to just stream just to say hi to everybody, because I miss you all. And then I wanted to also test out the sound, because like the last two streams, like this, nobody could hear the game sound effects. And I think it's because I put the output device incorrectly. See how difficult these mercenaries are? They're kind of like, they're like bosses in of themselves. They have so much health. I want to show you all like recruiting a mercenary, because sometimes you could get legendary from them. So you could get like a legendary captain if you... Okay, let's... Okay. Oh no, you killed him! I actually wanted to... Okay, so obviously Marini is kind of a badass. I know. Yeah, Lackey, how come you're sub to me? Oh, really? The older games are easy? Because when I was playing Assassin's Creed 2, you know that part where you have to wiggle the Ezio's foot and the arm, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on, and you have to use like different control buttons. It was like way too complicated for me, so that's why I never got through Assassin's Creed 2. But isn't that the controls were confusing to me? Sparkle, you're getting smashed on the 27th? Oh! Sparkle's the 27th, is that your birthday? So the 27th is obviously a special day. Okay, let's free prisoner. And I'm gonna just take this. Let's talk to Marini. So Sparkle on the 27th. Wacky, you're funny. Lackey, I'm sorry I'm not going to be ranting and raving as much. I just don't have as much energy compared to at night compared to in the morning.
Between the islands. After all, Naxos used to control Paros and Andros. They're envious of our craftsmen too.
And now?
They think they deserve expansion. Their oligarch demands their wings spread wide. But we'll clip their wings before that happens.
They don't know who they're up against.
You remind me of Nikolaos. You fight just like him. Ruthless and cunning. He would be proud.
Let's see. What did he... I'm gonna say, like, you taught me well. I can't read what the bottom... So I'm gonna just say that she taught me well, because she did do some trading.
I had a good education.
I wanted you to be unstoppable. And you are.
And then we should ask who is my father, because we need...
How did you know?
I was told.
Nikolaos? You saw him?
In Megaris, yes.
Nikolaos was your father. He was the man who raised you.
Yes, he threw us off the mountain cliff.
You mentioned another. What can you tell me about him?
I always hoped you would never need to discover the truth. But there are things you need to know if we are to stop the cult.
What do you mean?
He sought me out before I knew your father, Nikolaos. I've not heard from him in a long time.
I'm gonna just say you did the right thing. Why accuse?
You still had a right to know the truth.
You did what you thought was best, like any mother.
Okay, then we want to ask about the cults. Now, Daddy, I hope this is not ruining any of the storyline, because I don't want spoilers to occur.
I don't understand why the cult targeted our family.
There are many reasons, Lam.
What did we ever do to them?
Now that we're reunited, it's more a question of what we could do to them.
They fear us.
Your ancestors have been a thorn in their side for generations. They've decided we need to be eliminated to ensure their plans come to fruition.
We're not going to obsess about the cult, because this is kind of like our mother-son time. So we're going to just say our family will be our family will be reunited. Oh, Charles, taxes, I know. Ugh. It is that time, because if you have to do estimated tax, it's like January 15th, so you're like, blah. Oh, that's good. I definitely don't. Now, I definitely don't want to ruin the spoilers. But you know what you could do? You could kind of, you could just block your ears as we go through this. So he's going to say family will be reunited, because that's what they really want.
If it's our family they fear, we'll reunite and give them a reason to be afraid.
Many have tried to stop them and failed.
We are not those people. Where others failed, we will succeed.
Yeah, let's ask how did she end up here?
Sparta, but how did you end up on this island?
I couldn't stand by Nikolaos after what he did. I had to get out of Sparta.
So why here?
I saw an opportunity to help people, to grow something. I was elected to rule and protect this island from those who would ruin what we've built.
And I would say Naxos is lucky.
You've done some incredible things. Naxos is lucky to have you as its leader.
It's not been without its difficulties, but I'm proud of what we've achieved.
It's a pity there aren't more leaders like you. Let's continue this discussion somewhere the smell of death doesn't linger.
Right with me.
I'm not sure what chapter we're on, but I think we're coming close to... And if y'all see how good the steering is, it's just so easy to steer and maneuver in this game. Uh-oh. He's taking on that bounty hunter. That's really funny. I didn't expect that. I thought we would just kind of continue our story quest, but... Oh, so, Alf, I'm gonna be back at work Thursday, so I had a really nice long weekend. And then next week, I'm also going to get Monday and Tuesday off, so I'm going to have a long weekend after this weekend. So it's actually really nice. So I'm trying to spend as much time with my friend who is in hospice. So I'm really lucky that I have this much free time. That's funny, Charles. Oh yeah, because they get their tax. So they get their tax. I always have to pay extra taxes, unfortunately. Like, I wish I could get tax rebates. Yeah, it's very nice, Alf. It's so nice, and I mean, nobody should feel bad for me because I do have like a pretty cushy work schedule. But since I'm so pathetic, I just find that even working 3 days a week is too much. Okay, now I want to see if what I want to do is oops, I missed that kick. I really want to recruit him. See, now we could recruit him, and he might be a legendary captain.
All I remember is the bottom of Mount Taygetus.
Yeah, thank you, Alf. Me too. I'm very, very happy. I'm really lucky. I could spend a lot of time with him, and making sure that he's comfortable, because he's not the type of even though it's hospice, like sometimes he feels uncomfortable asking the nurses for his medications, but because of hospice care, they're doing such a great job. Like they really literally check on him every 1 to 2 hours just to make sure that he's comfortable. Whereas when he was in a hospital before then, like, I don't know what the problem is, but the nurses on the floor were not attentive at all, and he would actually have to ask them for it as opposed to having standing orders, Alf. So I was actually really furious with them because I'm like, well, if the nurses don't want to give him his Dilaudid, just give him a PCA pump and have him so that he can just click the button whenever he needs pain control. So I was like really, really, really angry with the whole team. And in talking with the doctors, they should have gotten a palliative team consult. And when they finally decided to do that, they finally put in the palliative consult, and as soon as the palliative team saw him, they knew he should have gone to hospice. So they I don't know, the hospital that he was at initially just did not do a good job.
Aros must be stopped.
So 6-digit taxes, yuck, Alf. I know, but they should have given PCA. Because they're like, oh, he's not groaning in pain. He doesn't look like he's in pain. But that's because, hello, he's very stoic, and he hides his pain. So even though his family members keep telling.
Restarting construction. Ligdamis was a great man who deserves reverence.
His battles against corruption and oligarchy are lessons we all should remember. I do intend to finish the temple.
Thank you, Phoenix.
I'm sorry, we got to a cutscene. And so I'm just glad but the good thing, as soon as the palliative team saw him, they knew that he should have been in hospice. And I kept telling him, when I visited him in the hospital, he vomited 2 to 3 times in just 1 hour. And I'm like, clearly his symptoms aren't under control. Just have him have a PCA pump. Make sure the Zofran is standing order so he doesn't feel the nauseousness and throwing up all over the place. So I'm actually happy that he's now. I think he's not 100% pain-free, but he's much more comfortable.
That's a good one.
I've certainly had worse.
Me too.
You have grown into a remarkable man, but I see the burden you carry on your shoulders.
Finding you has lessened it, I think.
I'm glad, but I have wondered why the gods chose to reunite us now.
I'm not going to we're not going to obsess about the cult because we already know that we have to destroy the cult, but I think he's into repairing the family, reuniting with Cassandra. They totally, oh my God, they were so bad. Like the nurse, I kept telling them, just make it standing. It was really, and it was so bad that he was actually, My friend was actually thinking of taking Uber home because they were that bad, unfortunately. They totally dropped the ball, and I'm glad that one of his sons is a resident at UCLA. So fortunately he texted me and he told me like what questions I should ask, because Alf, like in our profession we tend to forget like every single, like a lot of medicine. And then at the same time they didn't check his throat for thrush either, and I was like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about that piece, because you know how we tend to forget. But then when I remembered, whenever I did, like when we did our rotations, Alf, when you do your like internal medicine rotation, I remember like we always check the who's, especially someone who's immunocompromised, we always check their throat for thrush. That was just kind of really it was like so basic, they actually missed that. It was almost, I would say it was negligent, to be frank, Alf. It was completely negligent. They missed the thrush. So he wasn't swallowing anything because of the pain, but he wouldn't tell anyone. It's really awful, Alf. So Alf, we're going to say repair our family. That's the most important thing.
It was about time our family found each other again.
If we want to be truly united, we have to find Cassandra and rescue her from the cult's grasp.
Yeah, she's really
They are
enmeshed with the
source
cults.
of all our pain, and they will cause more to many others unless we act.
I put that life behind me the moment I left Sparta. I have Naxos to worry about now.
Let me help you here. We can safeguard Naxos, and then hunt down the cult together.
Actually,
The symposium is about to start.
that was good problem solving.
I'm sorry, my sweet. I forgot. Prepare the horses. I'll be out shortly.
The symposium?
I need to show the people their leader is strong and in control. Sometimes the face we show to the world needs to be one of strength, despite the chaos we harbor beneath. I will help you stop the cult, but before I can leave Naxos, I have to ensure it will survive without me.
What do you need?
Paros has to be dealt with. We need to weaken their position. Once they're vulnerable, they will make a reckless decision and we will strike.
What did you have in mind?
We must force the Paros fleet to engage us and destroy it.
We have to do naval battles, which I'm not good at.
His ship was sailing for Paros to engage in peace talks, and he never returned.
Don't worry. I'll find him.
If you need me, I'll be at the symposium. Although, try to look less intimidating should you choose to pay me a visit.
Yeah, Alf, it is like very, very sad. Maybe what your friend is thinking is that is so hard. I don't know how she does it, but it's really awful. I think maybe the reason why your friend is able to do that because she knows that it's very important for the kids to be comfortable and not suffering, and to really be for the families and help them deal with. It's really awful. I don't know how she does it either. And definitely if you do that type of work, you really need to. Okay, we can. I want to try and recruit him because we have to do a lot of naval battle.
I could use someone with your strength. Join my crew.
That's bad. Have a balloon. It's like, yes, your kid is dying, but have a balloon. That's funny. Yeah, there's a definitely need for that, and comforting. I think that's what I was struggling with, Alf, and I really apologize to everyone for being moralistic and preachy my past couple of streams, because I was, when I heard about my friend, I was like wondering, well, what is the meaning of life? Because I was just kind of going through life just like the daily grind, going to work, not really thinking about meaning in my life. Am I happy or not happy? So I just kind of went about like the usual the usual things that you do, and then I was like really obsessed with streaming, wanting to get partnership. But I think after finding out about my friend, and I realized, all of this, like it just seemed like everything is actually meaningless, and it's really important to find meaning. Otherwise, you can easily become depressed. So then I was thinking, what is the meaning of my life? And that's what I'm kind of struggling with, and that's why I kept having. I started reading, Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning, as well as 7 Habits for Highly Effective People, and so on. Sav, thank you so much for the bits, and thanks for contributing to charity. I really appreciate that, Sav. Thank you so much for the bits. Yeah, and actually, the interesting thing, Alf, even in college, I was really interested in finding out, like, why am I here? Because college, you're basically carefree. You have a lot of free time. You have so much freedom to think about these things. So I remembered I read 7 Habits, Viktor Frankl, trying to kind of figure out what I want in life in college. But I think as you get older, you just kind of focus on career, because that's kind of like the next goal, and you don't really think about like the bigger purpose in life, because you're just thinking career. I need to kind of make a living, and then once I have my career established, then it was just like going to work, and you just feel like, oh, you just wait for the weekend. It's like a daily grind, and it gets you're just like in this routine, this rut, and so I think in because of that, it's really important to kind of challenge yourself and are you happy? Do you find your life meaningful? Do you look forward to the next day? And so I just to kind of pivot. So that's why I thought one thing that can actually help people move towards finding the meaning in their life is to kind of count their blessings, so to speak, and to kind of have appreciation for what you have. And that's easier said than done, because a lot of people, because you kind of philosophize, you're like, well, what about people who have literally nothing? But I think for us, like, it's not, we can't just, there's some people who have nothing, but I think everyone here, we actually have a lot to be grateful. And that's why I put in this quote about, I really like this quote because when you read all of the spiritually uplifting, it kind of goes over your head. You're like, that doesn't make sense. But Robert Quillen this is a very concrete quote. He says, if you count all your assets, you always show a profit. Meaning, if you count your blessings, you see how rich and meaningful your life is. You always have a profit. So be grateful for what you have. So like even something silly, like I have this Ian Kutku doll. So I'm really grateful for this Ian Kutku doll, because I think I'm one of the few people who had this plushie when it was actually relatively affordable, because now this plushie is like $30 to $40 since Monster Hunter World is now all the rage, so all the plushies are really pricey. So there's like so many things to be appreciative, to be grateful for, and showing appreciation can be really tough. However, if you really count all your blessings, you realize, wow, if anything, I have abundance. And the reality is when I look at my house, like I have too much stuff. So I really appreciate what I have. I really appreciate this community. I really appreciate you guys coming here despite my schedule being completely different. I appreciate your keeping me company and all of your support. Well, I thought my rant and rave is not as extreme at nighttime. So, Lackey, I might move back to morning because that's when I have more energy and that's when I get more riled up, because I think more clearly in the morning. At night, I just kind of want to, like at nighttime, that's when I want to unwind and relax and not focus on, because for me, I haven't gotten to the stage where streaming takes no mental effort. Streaming still takes like so much mental effort. I know Todd. Poor Todd has to suffer through my rant and raves, and I really appreciate you being here, Pemi, because it's been a while since I last saw you. So I hope you're doing well, and And I really I really like this quote because when I start counting my assets, like I have too, I think I have way too much, so I have to go to the opposite end where I have to go through all my belongings and give away the stuff that I don't really need or I don't really like. So I'm probably going to donate a lot to Goodwill and I think also the VA veterans, they really do a good job collecting all of your stuff, which they can use to sell, and so it's kind of a win-win situation. That's actually really, really smart, Sab, because there's so many things that I'm so thankful for, but you don't see it until you're experiencing a potential loss. I know, Todd, I think we have like a lot of stuff. Like I think in fact we have too much stuff. And I have wonderful friends. I have you guys. We have Twitch, like the fact that I can kind of talk with you and people from over the world can watch you. Like I'm really appreciative of Twitch, of having this platform. And so I like how this, because you know how in the U.S. we're very materialistic, we're very consumer, we are driven by consumer goods. So I like how this quote that actually kind of speaks to our culture, saying that we should count our assets and we always have a profit. So I really like how that works. So even the most grasping, stingy person could see the value in that, And I think if you move to a state of abundance where you recognize, oh, you know what? I actually have enough. In fact, if anything, I have too much. Then you realize, oh, actually my life is really abundant. And then when you really appreciate all this stuff that you have, like Sal, when you count the 3 things that you're grateful for, then you're like, wow, I have too much stuff, so maybe I can start giving, I can start helping other people because I have all these resources. So it actually becomes a win-win situation in the end. Yeah, I donated, that's really funny, Todd. So I donated these games to the library, and when I see my tax accountant, he's like, okay, how much are they worth? And I'm like, well, if you sell them at GameStop, they would pay like $1 for, say, The Last of Us, like you get 59 cents or some ridiculous amount. But he's like, oh, well, maybe since they seem like, but then my tax account's like, well, maybe they're collectible, so he valued them at $100 each. So steal. Merry Christmas. We're having fun. I'm here with I consider my Twitch community my family, and Lackey, that's funny. You're feeling gambling at the casino. That's really funny, Lackey. So, but that's why I wanted to do my stream today, because I really see you guys as my family and my friends, and I'm just grateful for that. And I'm so glad I picked up the quote, because like the other quotes, like count your blessings, is just like, okay, whatever. It's not. It doesn't have like the concrete advice that Robert Quillen's quote has. Like he really hits the nail on the head without being too preachy and too touchy-feely. I mean, some of the quotes on abundance and quotes about gratitude, they're very emotionally uplifting, but then it might be too touchy-feely that you don't really, it's hard to be practical. But this quote is very practical, and you can actually put it to use. So just count your blessing. Like I have one Ian Kutku doll, and then you just kind of go around and say, well, I have clothing, I have housing. Touchy-feely, that's like. No, now you guys have me distracted. What am I supposed to do now? I'm so confused. So we're gonna go down here. Oh, since we have to protect Peros, so it's gonna be a huge challenge to protect Naxos from Peros. So that's why we have we're opening up all of these quests. So it's actually a lot, and. Yeah, the usual thing is that we have to lower the resources of Peros and conquer, destroy other supplies, pillage, to weaken the state. That's one thing. And then the Quarry Quandary, I don't know what's going on. Oh, Eunaeus is the admiral of Marini's fleet, didn't return from mission to Paris Island, causing anxiety among the ranks. Fearing the worst, Marini asked Alexios to find him and bring him home, because we need ships. So we need our navy, and so that's why we had to find Eunaeus. But I guess we should go to Death and Disorder first and then continue. Yes, just our chill. Yeah, holidays are good for that. So I'm just kind of chilling and having fun with you all. Okay, let's fast travel over here. Yeah, and the good thing is that Christmas isn't over yet still, so we have a lot of time to be together, which is really nice. And I think that we should kind of move to maybe seeing every day as special like Christmas, because every day is special. And so I think if we see each day as a new day where we can, instead of like going through life like a robot, just to kind of think about, what am I doing here? Kind of even finding meaning in your work. I know work can be kind of tedious. I mean, I'm not going to find meaning in paperwork, but meaning in, maybe you've helped a coworker finish a task, so then the coworker doesn't have to work overtime. So you can kind of use work as, I'm going to help my coworkers. I'm going to make work more fun for everyone by cracking jokes and making jokes. Being cheerful at work instead of having like this dour environment. And actually the thing is that if you actually enliven the work environment, that's actually really meaningful, because then people don't dread and cringe going to work. They look forward to seeing you. So we're gonna talk. Oh, Lackey, I love that emote. It's so cute. It's Azukara. Look how adorable. It's so detailed, that little cat.
These are the most skilled killers.
Wait,
You
why are we
cannot
talking
stay
with...
in the public eye. They'll find you.
I understand you perfectly, but I also need to be seen. The propagandist did his job well. I need more support to attack Paros.
I've seen too many people die already.
Aspasia gives
Come
really
away
bad
from
advice.
Aspasia, what brings you here?
I'm trying to hit on your
Read
mom,
the room, my dear.
because that's why she always has that when... I'm gonna just say I'll play along, because we don't want to cause suspicion for the other citizens. So I really think that was smart of Marini to kind of show up as a strong, calm leader, that yes, everything is okay, we'll deal with it. Yeah, that's true, Todd. We can't force people to see things a certain way. You're definitely correct, Todd. I think I was like being too preachy, because I was like really upset with my friend, and I really wanted people to kind of think about their life's meaning and such like that. So we'll play along.
Please, continue your discussion. It sounds fascinating.
I've just come to tell your mother that the cult's elite forces are after her, and that this place is too open.
And I've been telling Aspasia I need to appear in public to maintain the support of the citizens.
You want me to handle the cult soldiers?
Yes, we want to kill the cult
My people
members.
won't believe Paros is behind this without proof. I need you to find it.
Of course.
Good. And I'll make the rounds here. Shore up my support. Be careful.
Bravestar, happy Christmas, happy holidays. How
I'll
are
get her out of
you?
here soon.
And Bravestar, thanks for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. This is going to be kind of a more relaxed stream. We're just going to enjoy each other's company, and we're kind of going. I don't think we could finish this entire chapter because we have those 3 main quests to go through. So we're going to just kind of maybe work through the scene. And then I was thinking of hosting Sir Charles. He has like really lovely Christmas music, and it's going to be, very comforting. Because his music is very soothing. Where do I find these killers?
Where do your sources say I should start looking?
I'd try the caves under Mount Zas. The cultists are so enamored with their own mysticism. It's predictable enough for them.
And what proof? Bravestar, I really like your emote, like the little Kodama. They're so cute. So Neo, Bravestar is like our Neo expert. So if anyone here is a huge Neo fan, I would definitely ask Bravestar, like, if you're, because I remembered I was really struggling with Neo, like the last area. So if anyone wants any tips and advice, Bravestar is like really, he's a complete expert in Neo. And we'll ask, what proof do you think I'll find?
You're right. Physical proof is better. I'm sure you can find something.
Okay, so we're gonna find.
I'll be happy to help you both. I'll see you again later.
Look, Aspasia, see, they always like back up like after you talk with them. So we're gonna find our objective. Yeah, we're gonna just chill. We're just gonna chill out because I think I'm usually like really hyper in the mornings compared to at nighttime. Okay, now we have to kill an assassin. Find and kill the assassins. They might operate from caves to the north of Zeus Cove. The cave of Mount Zas is likely their hideout. So let's just try and finish out the Death and Disorder quest, and then we'll host Sir Charles. North of Zeus Cove. So I like the one thing I really love about this game is we really have to do investigations. See, these are all undiscovered locations. I didn't really open up the map. So Zeus Cove, that's Ariadne's fate. The cave of Mount Zas. But we are on Naxos, yeah. Okay, here's Zeus Cove. Okay, so it's Zeus Cove. I'm gonna just go here. So we'll head over there. And I have a feeling that as we do this investigation, we'll probably stumble upon a cult member. Aw, thank you, Bravestar. You know what? Bravestar, do you stream, like... because I'm Eastern Standard Time, so I don't know if you stream either really, really, really early in the morning, or... I don't know, I just wanted to take that loot just because it looks so tempting, that gold treasure. But Bravestar, because I don't think I've ever seen you stream, because I don't know if you stream like really late at night. So I'm Eastern Standard Time, and usually I go to bed between 9 to 10 p.m. so I don't... Oh, you're level 53. GG. So what happened was, you know how you don't... they give you the abilities. So if you're level 50 and you have more and more experience points, you get the abilities. So I got 8 extra abilities. So I should have been 58, but they still said I was like 50. And then it took me forever to go from 50 to 51. Like, it took me so long. Oh, you're Eastern Time. But what time do you stream? Because Bravestar, how come I never see you stream? Like, but Bravestar, I thought for some reason, do you stream? Yeah, I think I got 8. I got 8, and then it just takes so long just to do. The interesting thing is that going from like, level 1 to level 50, it really doesn't require that much experience, but then just going from 50 to 51, it takes so much. Like, you really have to do like at least 20 forts, I think. I'm gonna do this just in case we want to do quote stealth, even though I'm not really good at stealth. Okay, so it's definitely in this cave down here. And I remembered I did so many, because I wanted to, the Demosthenes, where you have to get like all of those seals, like I did all of those, and still like it took so long. I think I had to do 10 of those in order to get up one from 50 to 51. And Shadow Guy, happy holidays. You said, do you have Ligma? I'm not sure what that is. Okay, now I want to actually do stealth, so... Okay, we're gonna go around the corner.
There'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
Alright, I want to see if I can actually do stealth. I always mess up on stealth, like I'm really awful at it. And I have this one thing where you can go like that. It didn't quite chain my attack, but that's okay. I mean, yeah, this is not expert stealth. You know what's funny, Priestess? So, Space Dandy, how are you? Happy holidays! Space Dandy, I really have to apologize. I didn't have sound when I was in hospice, so I haven't been able to really watch your stream with the audio because my audio was actually off. Because the thing is, what happens is that the Wi-Fi is just so slow that it just keeps, not only does it just not, because you know how you had that loading symbol, not only, it doesn't even have that, like the screen was just completely like blank. It was really unfortunate. So Space Danny, I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas. And Bravesta says your armor set. Really? Are they good? Because you know what? I think I sold all of those Brave stuff because I think they're only purple and I only kept my legendary. Yeah, you know, the funniest thing is, like, I think for me, like, I find both the Athenian and the Spartan side annoying. So I'm kind of an opportunist. So if you fight for like whichever, like when you do the conquest battle, whichever's like the more difficult, I just do just to get like the better materials and the better rewards. So I didn't really care like whether I'm fighting against Athens or Spartans because I think they're both like really annoying. Really? I thought legendary was better because they have higher stats, Brave stuff. Unless I haven't been, because I think in this game with Odyssey you don't really have to do min max because well, if you play it on normal, it's actually not a hard game, so you don't really have to do min-max. So I wonder, Brave Stuff, if you're doing the ultimate highest difficulty, in which case you have to min-max, and but you know what? But Brave Stuff, look, they have. But Brave Stuff, you don't have to worry about Fashion Souls anymore, because you have this where you see that X, and then this, you could just do this and you have your overlay armor. Yeah, I think Delinquent Muse, Space Danny, I think Delinquent Muse only streamed not that long actually, because I only saw the tail end of her stream. Yeah, I'm having a really good Christmas. I've been spending a lot of time with my friends, so that's, oh my god, Brace to Nightmare mode. I think for sure you definitely have to min-max with Nightmare mode. Normal mode you don't, so that's why I just went for the legendary. And I don't want to, so I'm going to leak spoilers, so if you don't want to hear spoilers, just you know, just turn off the sound. But I like the Agamemnon Brave stuff, like it's a fire build and it's really overpowered, especially if you do, because I do mostly melee, so it's like really, wait, I thought I killed the assassins. Okay, so that was very derpy. The names have to match as well. That's funny. So are you saying the Epic gear has like the best? Do they look the best? Because I kind of like the one that you... Oh, you know what? There's one that you actually buy, and it looks absolutely amazing. It's like $4.99, so I might actually get that armor. I think it's like resistance armor or something like that. Or renegade armor. I forgot what it's called, but it looks absolutely amazing on Cassandra. So I saw I'm not sure if you know Big Daddy Gamer 76. I saw him wear that armor. It looked amazing, so I really have to get that. Okay, now whatever you do, like, I'm really bad at stealth. I tend to warn everyone. So the first thing you want to do is to set the trap on this alarm. See that alarm system? So we're going to just run. And I don't really care about aggroing. We just want to set that trap. Because once you set that alarm off, it's like really hard. Because there's so many enemies that... They summon so many enemies, like 4 to 5 at a time. Okay, let's do that. Okay, and then what I do is, like, since I alerted everyone, I just kind of let's pick up this treasure. I just kind of run away, de-aggro, and then just come back and then do stealth. So that's kind of my cheese strat. And Bracelet, when you're playing Odyssey, do you do more assassin range, melee, or are you kind of like I guess we call it a quality build type thing. I don't want to... I think it's better to assassinate them because I don't want to increase my bounty meter, so I'm just going to run away. We're going to de-aggro. Let's run over here. I'm gonna hide. Now, unfortunately, my range isn't that... I'm really bad at stealth. Like, I don't know why, but I'm just not... It's like so awful. I'm really bad. Like, oh, they're level 24, but I don't know. They don't seem to be that hard though, which is interesting. Oh, really? That's real... Brace... Do you play without the... Oh my god. Yeah, that's true. You do need to equip the entire set. You're right. So you prefer to kind of mix and match? Wait, are you playing with HUD off using on Nightmare mode? That is really hard. I don't think I could do that. Especially not... So, Bracer, when I'm streaming, it's like so much harder to game because you have to focus. You have to focus on chat and streaming. So there's no way I could turn the HUD off or play Nightmare mode on streaming. And, okay, let's see if I can... But is this the correct place? Like... Well, that's not quite one hit. I mean, I just love the melee action. It's just so... It's so well done. Okay, now we... But why are we... I think we're heading in the wrong direction, so I'm not really focused. We have to go this way. I'm sorry, Chad. I totally got sidetracked. So it's gonna be where the cave area is. I didn't search. I have to search further into the cave. But am I in the right? No, I have to go up. But sometimes these caves are very deceptive. Like, you think there's only there's only like an entrance and exit, but sometimes like if you go underwater, it heads to another level, and they're like there's sometimes like multiple levels in the caves. And then I wish I didn't lose my place, because it's always hard for me to find things in this game. Well, actually in any game, like I just don't have good sense of directions. I don't have good... Yeah, I'm really, really awful with directions. Yeah, I know. That's what I should do. I agree, Charles. I really should get a PC and just do just chatting. Because what I've decided, Charles, as you know, what I've decided to do is just use the game as an overlay, as kind of a, quote, a low-grade type overlay. But then if I get a PC, I could have, like, a real overlay. So... Do you think I should do that? Because the good thing about this game is that there's no trophies for difficulty levels, and you can kind of change your difficulty anytime. So maybe I should do that. I wonder if I should do that on my Cassandra file, because I have like really, really good gear. I did all the engravings, so maybe I should do that like without the HUD and see if I can actually go through. Wait a second. Obviously I didn't explore this cave very well, like... Okay, then let's go around. So there's probably... Oh! Yeah, there's always like these little cracks and crevices that are hidden. So I really like some of the... Uh-oh! Look at this. And... This is a devastating shot, but it doesn't quite do... See how overpowered that is? Like, range is really overpowered. Oh, does it? I should play Final Fantasy 15. That brave stuff, but I think this is kind of Neo-ish and Dark Souls-ish as well, don't you think? Because you have to do the parries. Excuse me, you have to time. You want to do the perfect dodges. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, you have to time the parries just so. And that's why no matter, like, I fought so many of these enemies, but it never gets old just because of the dodge, the perfect dodge that you can do, the parrying. It's not just like spamming combos. Gee, Merry Christmas and hi, Tony. Oh, that was so close. I wasn't focused. Tony, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. How have things been? And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, everyone. We're going to just kind of finish out this, and I apologize. This is going to be kind of a short stream because my schedule has completely changed, and I'm just kind of doing this off the cuff. So I think we're going to try to finish out this relatively quick mission, and then we're going to host Sir Charles. Okay, so Pravesta says, you know how every PC's armor has like one assassin? Yes! Every... Like, you know what, Bravesta, this chat box is cutting off the bottom part, so it's hard for me to read. You know how every piece of armor has one assassin damage type? It's really nice, Chi. It's been really, really... I'm really, really fortunate I could spend time with my friend. So I'm really enjoying my Christmas. And my friend is actually... He seems actually very comfortable. So it's really good to see him enjoying, because he's like enjoying doing his Sudoku... I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Sudoku puzzles. And I think his symptoms are well controlled, so I'm really happy to see that. And it's just kind of nice just being there with him.
Don't want to be caught here.
And he's getting a lot of rest. which is what he really because I think since he was diagnosed in October 12th, I don't think he really slept because of the pain was so excruciating until he was admitted to hospice. Oh my god. Armor piece. I have a question, Bravestar. Are the epic, because I know the legendary is fixed, but can the epic gear be like randomized, or is it always the same? See, I had this. This is cheesy because I'm so bad at range. I'm so bad at range that I have this like on auto lock. So Tony says he's doing good. You're playing Dead or Alive.
Stamped with the seal of Paros.
So Tony, I'm so glad you're back. 'Cause I haven't seen you in a long time, and Tony, have you been streaming lately? Because I don't think I've seen your stream in quite some time either. Unless like the notifications aren't working. Because sometimes like Twitch does not. Oh, epics are randomized. Oh my god, we got a Fang bow, so we got a legendary bow. So Tony, when do you stream? Because I think I miss a lot of people's stream, and I don't know if it's a function of Twitch not. Twitch is very glitchy when it comes to notifications. Like, it's very, very, very glitchy. And so, like, sometimes I get notifications, sometimes I don't. And the other thing, I think Twitch has a lot of work to do. Like, they really need to optimize the streams, because, like, when I was in hospice, like, the Wi-Fi was not strong enough, and nobody's channel was loading. And so you can't hear audio, obviously.
They say Zeus grew up in these caves.
Alexios, why are you running so slow? Because I think I am running. Let's just do this a little bit faster. Yes, you can definitely post links, Bravestar. Definitely. And if you guys want to post the link of your streaming, you can do that as well. Ooh, that looks good. Is it chilled? No?
Would you like a water?
I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay, Todd. Sure. Yeah. But that lemonade looks really good. Thank you, Chi. I'm doing much better. I'm really trying to work on, because I really was in denial, so I'm trying. I don't think it's good to be in denial, so I'm trying to face reality, and so it's very helpful. It's very helpful to be there with my friends. Okay, and Bravestar, I use this log called cbenny.com, because if I click on your link right now, it'll probably close out my chat, because this potato PC laptop is like really bad. And sometimes, Bravestar, I just like look at the PC laptop and it freezes. That's how bad it is. So I do read my chat log, so I'll definitely take a look at your armor. Oh, I see. So yeah, I need to find like better waist armor. You're right. Like, fashion souls is the key to everything, and I really love Odyssey, how they have overlay. And as long as you find, whenever you find an armor, you could always like overlay that. So I really like how you can do fashion souls, but at the same time you keep the stats of the armor that you like. So it's like the best of both worlds. And I think from now on, Bravestar, I really think that all games should do that, because everybody wants to look good in game. You know, you don't want to look like trash. Oh, Tony, can you tell us what your schedule is? Because I keep missing your stream, and and Tony, I really apologize. I keep missing you, so So can you, Tony, if you like, can you put down your? My thing got disconnected. But Tony, if you could put your Twitch channel link, and we can kind of check out what you're. Or do you have a set schedule? Because like, I used to have a schedule, which I'm going to go back to. Oh yeah, I think the thing is, the most important thing is to not burn yourself out, because I burned myself out, and then I took like.
Were paid to track me from Paros.
Well, I could hardly ask for clearer proof.
Oh, this is good.
This will settle some scores. Take this to the Merchants Guild. Tell them it's the proof I promised. And tell them they can keep the coins.
Of course.
There was also this. I assume it's their orders.
Oh, see, he has good proof.
I recognize this. It's an old dialect. The cult must use it to communicate with one another.
You can read it?
This money isn't from Silanos. It's from someone in Sparta.
That's not possible.
I can translate it for you, but these orders come from Sparta.
Oh, this is
The
interesting.
Spartan nobility has always resisted the cult.
The cult is like water. Any crack in the stone and they'll get in.
Sparta stands against corruption.
I would say Sparta has changed, because why be so Tony? Because I think the important thing is not to burn yourself out, because I totally burned myself out like the first couple of months I was streaming, and then it took me like, oh thank you, Todd. So but then it took me like, it took me 1.5 months before I got over my burnout, and so I think the thing is to not burn out in the first place. Oh, thank you. So I have. Oh, Todd made me some delicious smoothie. Thanks, Todd.
It tastes any good.
Okay.
Is it?
It is good.
Okay.
So let's see. Oh, Bravestar. Oh, that's a set you got from trading in the seals. You know, the good thing though, Bravestar, even though I sold all my epic gear, I believe if you go to the blacksmith, you can buy the equipment back, which is nice. And I totally agree. It's all about the fashion. Chi-Chan says it's all about the fashion. It doesn't matter how good you are as long as you look good doing it. I totally agree with that. And welcome back, Rox. Okay, so we're going to say Sparta has changed. Like, Sparta is corrupt, but we don't want to be harsh, because, you know, our mom is a dyed-in-the-wool Spartan.
Sparta has changed since we were there.
Corruption
spreads everywhere. As Aspasia says, even to Sparta. They want to instill discipline across the Greek world while they rot from within. They're focused on the wrong enemy.
Yeah, both the Spartans and Athens are focused on the wrong enemy.
And so are you.
Well, we were outcasts. We're no
I
longer.
have responsibilities here. Paros needs to be stopped. But then, yes, I will go back.
Oh, okay. All right, so that was actually very compelling, and you saw how it didn't take that long, and we got 9,300 experience points. So it's really, and we also leveled up one time, so it's really easy to get leveled up through 50. Which is really the original end game, and actually you know what, I got up to level 50 midway through the game, so, because I do a lot of grinding, but because I was in my Cassandra file, I did so much grinding, but with Alexios, I didn't really do that much grinding at all, so I'm able to kind of keep up with the level that they indicated, so it's really, I think the journalists were overstating the case as to like how hard it is to level up, but it really isn't, to the point where to the point where Ubisoft actually had to lift the level to 70. Aw, thanks for following. It's 7. So what we're going to do is I want to wish you all happy holidays and happy new year. I'll be streaming, I believe, kind of, it's not going to be regular, so I think I'm going to be streaming when I'm not too tired, because usually at nighttime I get very tired. So on the nights that I'm not tired, I'm definitely going to stream. And then once things are more stable, as you know, I'll probably go back to regular schedule, because that's kind of, actually I think having a schedule is easy for me, because when I have a schedule and I know I'm going to be streaming, I actually prepare for it, and I'm not like all over the place. Oh, what? Oh, same. Oh, yes, I have to. So Brisa, unfortunately on PSN, I'm Fat and Yams, which makes no sense. This is my PS. And I believe down the road they'll let us change our name, like, because even the Sony, I guess he's like one of the executives. Excuse me, he said that they're working on it. So I'm hopefully down the road I can change my name back to. I could change my username to Fuzzy J Cat just for the quote branding. Oh, thank you so much, Tony. So I'm going to check out your schedule, and you same as Twitch name. And Tony, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And Bravestar, also happy holidays, everybody. Rocks Games, Chi-chan, and I think Sir Charles, Penny. It's good to see you. Jesus Blackie, of course. I'm going to, well, usually the routine is I'm going to go to Sir Charles real quickly. And then I'm just going to say, I'm not sure if is he chatting? Hold on. So, at Sir Charles will be hosting soon. Okay, so what I'd like to do is, I like to kind of warn no, it's not even loading. So I kind of like to warn the streamer so that they know that you're going to be raiding, so they can be prepared to greet. They can prepare to greet all the incoming members. And so I kind of wanted to go to Sir Charles's channel because he's a wonderful person. He's so supportive. He really wants people to. Successful in Twitch, meaning not burning out, really enjoying the process. He's a very seasoned streamer, so he can kind of he gives out a lot of really, really good, helpful advice. So I really recommend. Oh, Charles! Oh my God! See, this is the problem. The Gator, I apologize. And Gator, thanks for the bits. I really apologize. This Potato PC is not scrolling down, so I'm really sorry. So we're going to, and then what we want to do is we want to bump Sir Charles up in the category of music and performing arts. So I'm going to just spam Charles's link here. Let's copy, and then if y'all don't mind double clicking on his link so he gets organic views. And then for all the lurkers, I just do the host command, because hosts and raids for affiliate, they don't count for partnership. So then the reason why we want to do hosts is because it automatically sends all the lurkers over immediately. Oh, I see. So Tony, I have to catch your stream in the mornings then. So you kind of stream, but I kind of like that. I'm going to debate whether or not I should have a set schedule, or if I should be more spontaneous and just stream whenever I want to. No, Gator, be safe though. You made me cringe because you were doing like heavy machinery, and I was like, oh my God, you need sleep. I was kind of afraid that you might hurt yourself by accident, Gator. So Gator, thank you for the bits, and happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas. And I'm gonna type host Sir Charles, and I'll meet you guys in Sir Charles's, and we'll kind of continue to talk there. I may or may not stream tomorrow depending on how tired I am. Oh no, Gator, see, you make me cringe. That really scares. Yes. No, but you could hurt yourself. It's sharp too, Gator. It's very sharp. I know, but yeah, I guess technically it's not heavy machinery, but you could do like a lot of damage. Oh, Gator. Okay, so happy holidays, everybody. I'll see you guys either maybe tomorrow, maybe not, but it'll be announced kind of on my Discord and Twitch accounts. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. I love you guys. It's not.